Yo, what's up guys, the Insane Game Freak here. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, hasn't it? Anyways, this video is going to be kind of short and sweet. I am going to do, this is the voting actually, I'll talk about it in a second. This is the voting for the Misty versus May, which was the final part to the whole best female companions list we were doing. Link in the description where you can vote. Vote in the link in the description, which would take you to my site, which takes you to a poll in which you just pick whichever one you want. That's all you need to do. Do not, I mean, you can say it on here in the comments, but no, honestly, it only really matters on that. I'm only looking at the percentages on the votes on the link in the description. That's why I say focus on that. So that's what this video is just voting. The other thing I want to mention real quick though is when I do the winner for this, I'm going to do the winner going into the next round of stuff we're doing, which would be the Rivals section. The Rivals section, unfortunately, though, runs into the problem of there's a lot of fucking Rivals to cover between the 1st and 5th gen, because I'm not counting 6 for obvious reasons, because I don't even think we have official Rivals in 6th gen yet. But we have what would be Richie, Gary, Harrison. I don't know the samurai dude's name from Gen 3. Fucking Paul, Barry, Kenyon, Bianca, Trip, Virgil, Cameron. And those are just Ash's rivals. Now granted, Iris and Den only had like one rival each. So I haven't really thought of the way I'm going to handle that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick the best from each generation. And because Gen 4 and because Gen 2 didn't really have a specific rival, unless you want to count Harrison, and I don't because Harrison wasn't that prominently featured. My question to you guys is, what do you want me to really tackle with the Rivals? Do you want me to do every single one, or can I just generalize? Because my generalization up to this point would be to just do maybe like 2 sets for Ash, or 3 sets. Which would be, I'm not even going to bother with Dent and Iris because it's not that big of a deal, to be perfectly honest. Who's better between Carbonet and Georgia, or Langley and Georgia, I believe is their English names. My set is that do Gary versus Paul, Richie versus Harrison, and maybe probably Bianca versus Barry. Those are like that's my 3 sets, because touching on people like Cameron and Virgil with the samurai dude is kind of pointless, pretty much due to the fact that those characters weren't really, they were kind of relevant. They only had like maybe 1 introduction or 1 or 2 introduction episodes, and then proceeded to just have all their other subsequent appearances in the rival stuff, like in the league. Which is why I don't really want to count Virgil or Cameron or the samurai dude. Technically, even Richie falls into that line to an extent, because Richie was introduced way late into the game. Harrison too, actually. So I'm trying to pick and choose my situation there. But please let me know what you want me to do with the rival. But just know the next one that's coming up for sure, when I do the winner for this one, because I'm not going to bother dedicating a video to the winner, considering we've already really touched on all the girls. So any opinions of May and Misty have not changed from then to now, considering neither one of them have appeared recently. So it's not like my opinions have changed. So simply put, you know, when I do the winner, I'm going to do the winner when I do the voting video for Gary versus Paul, which will probably be the next one. I think that's the fairest one, because I think those are the 2 rivals people put at the top. Maybe Richie at a close third, but it's mainly Gary and Paul, the 2 biggest rivals for Ash. So though that's definitely the next one, and hopefully there will not be a huge gap like there was between this one and the last one. Last one I think I did back in what, October, November? It was ridiculous. So anyways, vote Misty versus May, Gary versus Paul coming up next. Please tell me what you want me to do for the Rivals. Which Rivals do you want me to tackle? And I might actually just do a poll for that, of which Rivals you want me to tackle after Gary and Paul. Anyways, life's a game. Play to win. Catch you guys later. Peace. Oh.